Welcome to Intuitive Flow. I'm your host, Mikaela Filar, intuitive energetic healer, medium, entrepreneur, and mindset mentor with the mission to help you step into your fullest potential by giving you the tools to rid yourself of limiting beliefs, love yourself unconditionally, and create the reality that you dream of living. It is time to transform your mindset, get unstuck, and step into the highest frequency version of yourself who has unshakable confidence. I am even answering your juiciest questions regarding all things intuition, manifestation, personal development, self-love, self-image, and helping you work through your dilemmas, intuitively guiding you to expand your mindset and level up in life. So turn up the volume and get excited for this intuitive flow. Hello and welcome back to Intuitive Flow with Mikaela Filar. Today, I would like to chat a little bit about limiting beliefs and what I do to work through them. But before I get into that, I have to talk about the insane Black Friday deals that are now available to you until December 2nd, Cyber Monday, at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yep, you heard me. The Black Friday deals are finally here. This is the moment your future self has been waiting for, my love, and it is here. I have never done anything quite this mind-blowing. These deals will have you absolutely floored. If you have been looking for another reason to jump into my world, this is it. Transformative courses, masterclasses, and even an opportunity to work one-on-one with me at costs I've never been this low. So, a little bit about what is available. We have Awaken. Yep, the doors for my intuition training camp mastermind. They are open. These doors are open, okay? You can save up to $1,500 when you choose to invest in all 4 levels to become a master over your intuition. You have 2 options. You can either invest in the 3-month commitment, which is levels 1 and 2 of intuition training camp, or you can invest in all 4 levels, which is a 6-month commitment. I have a little testimonial here from a student who was in Awaken training camp. She said, the Awaken training camp was truly a life-changing experience. It brought so much clarity to my life, awakening a stronger connection to my intuition and allowing me to become more present with my inner guidance. The shift that I felt was inspiring and transformative, giving me the strength and courage to grow in ways I never thought possible. I now feel empowered to trust my own intuition and navigate life with confidence. This journey has truly put me on the right path, and I see the world through completely different eyes. The impact on my life has been profound. I am deeply grateful for this amazing experience. Thank you so much, Mikaela. That was from my client, Jen. Glowed Up. You guys know all about this one, or maybe you don't, but it is my self-love and self-image mastery course. You have the opportunity right now to save $180 on 7 weeks of pre-recorded modules to fall into unconditional love with yourself and your life. I have a testimonial here from my client, Bree. I finally reached a point in my life where I no longer dream about reconciling with my ex anymore. What he has put me through over the last months was a big eye-opener for me. Doing the work with you and putting him on a T-chart has made me feel like I don't even want that relationship for myself anymore. And it is so crazy to think that I wouldn't be in this mindset if it weren't for you. Thank you so much, Mikaela. All right, we've got so many incredible, amazing glowed up testimonials. And if you are interested in checking them out, make sure you go below, click the link to my Black Friday sales, and you will get all the information for each of these courses. I'm just going over the quick little details and some testimonials for you here. So next course, we've got Aligned AF. This is so you can master the universal law of soul balance, also known as the universal law of reflections. You can save $149 and align with your highest timeline to get whatever you want at quantum speeds, which just means really fast. All right, we've got a couple testimonials here from Aligned AF. First one, breakthrough moment. This is from my girl, Amber. She says, breakthrough moment, the creator field not hearing the adjective. Wow, it's not because quote unquote, I'm not skinny enough. It's because I don't think I'm quote unquote enough. I'm in a breakthrough haze. This was such an incredible moment for her. She realized that since she had, I'm not skinny enough, they don't hear the adjective, they meaning your creator field, the energy, the universe. So, what was in her energy radiating off of her electromagnetic field was, I'm not enough. So she was able to get to the root cause of that, shift it, heal it, and no longer deal with that limiting belief so that we don't have that, in her EMF because we don't want that, right? So we've also got another incredible testimony here from Missy. She says, I used to experience bad stomach pain, like curl up onto the floor and cry kind of bad. Working with Mikaela and getting down to the root cause of the reflection has helped me understand what I needed to do to shift out of the pain. After doing all the things, I no longer have pain. It was all from shifting the energetic. I still eat the same and the pain has vanished. It's absolutely amazing. Another client here said, learning about reflections has been a massive mindset shift. Now, when I get triggered or something happens, I do not fall into a woe is me mindset. I look at it and I ask what I can do to shift my energy and what I can learn from the experience. It is my responsibility to live the life that I desire. Reflections have helped me do that. You guys, incredible, incredible testimonials here from Aligned AF. But wait, it gets even better. Quantum Leaping Over Obstacles, my mini intuitive read class. You can save $20. So it was 97, now it's like 77. And you can get any questions answered regarding your career, relationships, finances, etc., anything like that you'd like for me to intuitively channel for you, I do inside of that class. Another really incredible thing about this class is that whoever else joins in on this class, you are all energetic matches to be hearing the information that is being relayed for the other people, which means that you basically get an entire read for $77. It's actually mind blowing. I have a testimonial here from a student that was inside of my Quantum Leaping Over Obstacles mini intuitive read class. And she said, I had my first class / mini read with Mikaela tonight, and it was so, so good. Not only was everything she said to me spot on, but the other readings in the group resonated with me so much too. It was a great experience, and I can't wait to work with her again soon. So that was for Quantum Leaping Over Obstacles. Next, we've got 50% off of 4 different master classes that will allow you to step into your most magnetic self and manifest whatever you want. You guys, if you're interested in what those master classes are, make sure you, like I said, go to the bottom, click the sales page, and check them out. All the details are there for you. Now, working with me one-on-one. You've got 2 incredible, insane offers, okay? So the first offer is buy one, get one free for my one-on-one intuitive energy healing sessions. So that means that you are buying one for $399 and getting one for free. Okay, so you're saving $399. I have a client testimonial here. She was in my Quantum Leaping Over Obstacles class. She loved it so much and got so much out of it that she decided to book a one-on-one session with me. And her testimonial from that is, if you are feeling stuck, can't get out of your own way, or are unsure why things aren't working in your favor, you need Mikaela. She truly knows what she's doing and is rooting for you every step of the way. Be open-minded and ready to put in the work while setting aside your ego. If you follow the tools that Mikaela provides, magic happens. She was incredibly insightful and helped me realign both myself and my perspective. The outcome exceeded all of my expectations, and I am now a lifelong client. That was from my client, Leah. She is absolutely amazing. She had this test that she had been trying to pass and she kept failing. And so inside of the session, I was able to help her align with actually passing. She wanted to push the test back. And I said, no, you don't need to do that. Here's what you do need to do. I gave her some physical and energetic tools. She did the work and she passed the test with flying colors. Like, an insane amount. Her score was like so much better than it was the first few times that she took the test. And it was all because of the physical and energetic tools that I gave her. It had nothing to do with like having to study more or anything like that. It truly was just like her energy behind it. So she is now a lifelong client and she has successfully passed her test. All right, mentorship. Yep, you guys, I gave you guys $2,000 off of mentorship when you commit to 6 months of working with me in mentorship one-on-one. I have a client testimonial here from one of my mentorship students that I've been working with for the past, I think, 8 or 9 months. She wrote me a sweet, sweet little blurb, and I will go ahead and share it with you. It says, "Hi, I'm Missy. I'm stepping in today to share how much Mikaela has transformed my life. I've been working with Mikaela for 7 months now, and it's been nothing short of life-changing. Before starting our mentorship journey, I wasn't prioritizing myself. Mikaela always says you can't pour from an empty cup, and boy, was she right. Since then, I've focused more on self-care and my own happiness, which has made me better equipped to help others. I'm more present at work. My connection with my husband has never been stronger. Mikaela's personalized approach has been instrumental in getting me to where I am today. Through our sessions, I've learned invaluable lessons that have brought more joy and health into my life. Mikaela's intuitive guidance has been incredible. She pinpointed exactly what my body needed early on, and it was confirmed later through a blood test. Her intuition is truly inspiring. She's also helped me shift my mindset to focus on the abundance of life. And since then, I've noticed more opportunities coming my way than ever before. I had the pleasure of joining her for Glowed Up as well. There's always room for growth and self-love. And this program has given me such actionable tools that have shifted my perspective on myself. One thing that has stuck with me is the importance of not waking up in a year and realizing I'm in the same place as before. This program has 100% up-leveled my life. I have seen shifts not only in how I think about myself, but also in the little things in life. My husband is more appreciative. I get the good parking spots. It's the small things. And I am on the path to create my own business. Mikaela helps you see what you need to do in order to have the relationship with yourself that you desire. I cannot recommend a course more than Glowed Up other than her intuition training course, Awaken. Investing in yourself is truly rewarding. If you're curious about what it's like to work with Mikaela or have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My DMs are always open at Missy Atkin. It's MissyaAtkin. Whew, that was so sweet and so special. And I love reading these testimonials from you guys. You guys, they mean so much and they really keep me going. I have one more from a mentorship student. Her name is Brooke. She said, only a few sessions in and working with Mikaela has been incredibly positive experience. She instills confidence that anything you desire in life is within reach. Every session is super empowering. I have learned how to connect and trust my intuition to guide my decisions, which has brought a sense of lightness and ease to my life, a feeling I've been asking for a very long time. I now recognize and appreciate triggering situations as good fun opportunities for growth. Mikaela continuously teaches different tools to identify and effectively start shifting the root cause of these triggers. Prior to working with Mikaela, my decision-making process was highly logical, relying heavily on research and structured plans. Although I have accomplished many of my goals, there was always a sense of something missing, leaving my soul feeling unfulfilled. My intuition was screaming at me every day, but I did not understand how to listen and trust the guidance until I started learning this work. Now my life feels more balanced and satisfying. I feel more connected to my soul purpose than ever before, and I desire to continue learning how to strengthen my intuition. Brooke. So if you are ready to step into your power, your future self has been waiting for this, and it is time to jump in head first. All right. So, like I said, go get that link for Black Friday deals in the show notes below and claim your transformation. And also, if you have any questions, my DMs are always open, or you can email the team at info@mikaelaryanfilar.com. All right. So thank you. I know that was an earful, but I just want to make sure that you guys understand and know the value that is being offered to you at such incredible cost right now for Black Friday. Okay. But I want to get into limiting beliefs. Okay. So over the last few weeks, I've been struggling. Your girl has been struggling with some limiting beliefs that cannot come with me to this next level in life, which means that the reflections have been reflectioning. If you don't know what that means, it just means that I've had a lot of lessons needing to be learned in the last few weeks, like limiting beliefs that are not in alignment with where I'm desiring to go. And so my higher self is sending me lessons, reflections in order to shift out of these limiting beliefs, get to the root cause, and move forward. Okay. So, I want to shift your perspective when it comes to the times in your life when you feel like limiting beliefs are taking over your thoughts, because this isn't quote unquote bad, and it's actually a really good thing. Why? Why is it really good, Michaela? Because that just means that you are ready for a new level. So, whatever is floating around in your mind that you perceive as negative thoughts about yourself or your life, they need to come out. They need to be worked through, right? One thing that's going on in my mind right now is, what if I put all of this time and energy into this massive Black Friday sale and then no one invests, right? Like what is that? What that? No, absolutely not. But it's something that just keeps coming into my mind. I'm like, what if nobody buys anything? What if it's all for nothing? And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I know that's not the case, but this is what's been floating around in my brain, and we just like cannot have that, right? So, what do we do when limiting beliefs like this come to the surface? We don't just want to ignore them and pretend like they're not there by shoving them down and replacing them with the opposite, right? It's just like standing in the mirror. If you're looking at yourself and you're saying, I am beautiful, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. But like your subconscious mind is in the back saying, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because remember when, you got stood up, or remember when you got ghosted, or remember when somebody told you that they really didn't like your outfit, right? Like things like that. You can't just like replace the negative with the positive and like be cured or like like shift that limiting belief. Like that limiting belief is still going to be inside of you. And what's important is to catch these thoughts as they come up, so that we're not pushing them down, pushing them down, pushing them down, and then they manifest into our physical in the form of reflections or in the form of body ailments. And if you're curious to know more about that, Aligned AF is definitely for you, because I go so much deeper into that. But I digress. So we, like I said, don't want to ignore them and pretend like they're not there and just shove them down and replace them with the opposite. In order to fully shift and move through them, we have to get to the root cause. Okay. How do you do that? Well, by sitting with yourself, taking a deep breath and asking yourself, why do you feel this way? Like, why is this coming up? I'm just going to do my own personal example as far as like the what if I put all this energy and time into Black Friday sales and then nobody invests in anything. We're going to talk about that. We're going to debunk that. But like also, if, taking it into like self-image, if you're sitting there and you've got this limiting belief in your mind that you are not beautiful, or like that you are not special and unique, right? So, where does that come from? When's the first time that you felt that way? Because there's two different ways to go about it. If it's something like that, if it's something like I'm not beautiful, then you really want to sit with yourself and take a deep breath and ask yourself why you feel like that. Like, what is the root cause? When's the first time that you ever felt like you weren't beautiful, right? And then you would sit with that feeling and reframe it. I love to do this thing where when I get to the root cause, if it's like a specific memory, like let's say like I didn't feel beautiful, and I'm just giving an example. Let's say I didn't feel beautiful because when I was in 10th grade, I never got asked to the dance, and the person who I wanted to go to the dance with didn't take me, he wanted to take my best friend instead, right? That would be like that would be rough, okay? So if that was the case though, I would reframe the memory in my mind. What do I mean by that? I mean, I would literally start to think about how that opposite happened. So, first of all, why is that guy not asking you to the date or to the dance the best thing that happened for you? One. And then two, what like I envision, I reframe the memory and I envision him actually taking me out on the date, on the dance, to the dance, asking me to go on the dance. And I reframe that memory in my mind, right? Why do I do that? Because it tricks your subconscious into believing that new belief to be true as opposed to being so stuck and hung up on it not happening, right? And then also by proving it to be true, like that it was the best thing that he didn't ask you to the dance, that also puts you in a more neutral state so that you're not so like one-sided, right? Because we've got to remember the universal law of polarity, meaning that everything has an equal amount of good to the bad, bad to the good, right? So anyways, that's with that type of limiting belief. Another type of limiting belief that's kind of like this one of the Black Friday situation that I've got going on. So that's one that we're going to focus on from here on out. I also want you to know that any limiting belief is only there because if the opposite of the belief happened, it could potentially threaten your ego. There's something in your subconscious that needs to be healed and shifted. But if you do that, it creates change. And remember, our ego doesn't like change. It wants us to stay the same. It wants to stay comfortable. It wants to keep us protected. Okay. So, in my case of this Black Friday sale being a bust, okay, I want to ask myself, if Black Friday goes as planned, what is scary about that? Like, obviously, my plan is for my Black Friday sale to be the fucking shit and to pop off and to have a bunch of new clients in my world and to be able to transform even more people's lives through my work, right? So, what if I have the outcome that I'm truly desiring? What happens? The outcome, obviously, like I said, is that it pops off and that I get to transform a bunch of other people's lives and that anyone who's on the fence joins in and decides to work with me in any capacity because the money block has totally been taken out of it, right? So, how would that scare my ego? Well, I would have a lot of new clients in my world, and that means I could potentially let a lot of people down. And that is something that I deeply, deeply despise. I do not like letting people down, right? So now that I got to the root cause, which is letting people down, how do I prove to my subconscious mind that I don't do that? I don't let people down. Have I let people down in the past? Absolutely. Does it sometimes happen? Yes. But does that mean that like I'm going to let all of these people down? No, because I've learned from those past mistakes and it's not going to happen. And it especially isn't going to happen in my business, right? Like, absolutely not. I always go above and beyond. How do I prove to my subconscious that that won't happen in my business? Well, I always under promise and over deliver, which always makes my clients happy, right? I have a testimonial from a client here. Her name is Leah, and she said, "You are amazing. Thank you so much for the extra info and going above and beyond." This was after a one on one session where I had received a download after the session and shared it with her via Instagram DMs after our session because I just couldn't hold it in. I also know that I put a lot of time, love, and energy into whatever course, masterclass, one on one session, and anything else that I do so that I do not let people down. I know that the offers that I have created have helped my current clients have profound transformations. And the reason that I created the course is because of how much of an impact this work has had on myself and my own life, right? So I have a testimonial from another client here. Her name is Carmen, and she is a Glowed Up alumni student who said, Hi, Mikaela. Glowed Up was the best investment I made in myself. I love the way you teach because you guide us in practical steps. It was weird at first to talk to myself in the mirror, but now I enjoy it and I keep saying amazing things to myself, which has really helped with my self image. I go back and rewatch videos because I can literally spend so much time listening and learning something new from you. Love you and the course that you've created so much. It was so worth it. So instead of pushing down my limiting beliefs, I let them move through my body and I get to the root cause of why they're there. And then I let my ego know that it's going to be okay. And then I show it proof that it's going to be okay. It isn't a bad thing to have limiting beliefs, only if you don't acknowledge that they exist, if you just keep shoving them down, because that manifests into the physical and it manifests into things that we do not like. You got to remember our thoughts create our reality, and what we focus on grows, right? So if you've got these limiting beliefs and you're not working through them and you're just shoving them down, pretending like they're not there, they're going to keep popping up and they're going to get bigger and louder and louder and louder until you just can't take it anymore and you friggin' have a mentee bee. Okay. We don't want any mentee bees over here. It's not possible to be positive 24/7. I don't care who you are. If you are a human, which I feel like most of you here are, then there are going to be times where you have shit pop up. Okay. The magic lies in the shift and allowing yourself to feel your emotions and then let them pass through as they come up. Let them pass and then work through them as they come up. Let them pass, then work through them as they come up. So here are a few steps. I wrote down a few steps. There's 4 steps here to help you work through your limiting beliefs. Step number 1, acknowledging that it's there. What is it? Step number 2, if the opposite happens, how is that threatening your ego, which is the root cause of the belief? Step number 3, how can you prove to your ego that insert threatening thing will not happen? And step number 4, reframe the belief and clock the micro moments to continue to prove to your ego and subconscious that the reframe is your new truth and belief, right? So the reason why we clock these micro moments throughout our day is because we want to continue to build that new neural pathway in our mind, right? So if the limiting belief is that I'm going to let down a lot of people, how is that not the truth, right? The truth is what's the reframe there? Like everyone who I work with has profound transformations and always loves the course or whatever they are investing in, right? And then you're going to prove that to be that new reframe, you're going to prove that to your ego subconscious. You're going to prove it to your ego to be true, and you're going to rewire your subconscious in your mind by clocking those micro moments, okay? So that is all that I've got for you today. DM me and let me know how you like this episode. I love hearing from you guys. If you have the time to leave a quick rating and review on Apple or Spotify, please do. It helps my podcast grow and get into the ears of whoever is meant to hear my message. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for listening, you guys. That's all I've got for you today. Sending you so much love. I hope you have an incredible week. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope you have an incredible Thanksgiving with your family and friends. I hope you enjoy Black Friday and take advantage of these incredible freaking sales. Again, my DMs are always open. DM me if you have any questions or just email the team. All the info is in the show notes below. And as always, we will chat soon. Bye.